Alright, welcome back everybody to a new video. Before we go into dive in today, please do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe, click on the bell, click on all so that you don't miss anything. I have two important patterns today for you for Bitcoin where you need to look at, and a bonus tiny one as in the tiny time frame for Ethereum. So without further ado, let's dive into the charts. Right here we are starting off with Bitcoin weekly, and soon we are going to zoom in. Maybe you have seen or heard of this pattern in the last week. I actually wanted to mention it anyways. Yeah, this is an important head and shoulders pattern what has been created in the beginning of 2021, and you saw that eventually we didn't break it to the downside, we broke to the upside, although this is actually a bearish pattern where the target would be the complete length of the head all the way to the shoulder line, and right now actually we are creating the same. So in case if we pull this all the way like this, we are again seeing a bit of a head and shoulders pattern. I need to change this a little bit, and again of course also here there will be a bearish price target. If I pull this all the way down to approximately 18k, even a little bit lower, 17k, I do not believe that that's going to happen. Actually, these patterns are not super powerful. Yes, it is created on a weekly and therefore it's much more powerful than on a daily, for instance, but I do not believe that this pattern is going to play out, because that will completely invalidate the whole bull market scenario, and I am still on the side of the bulls. That is one. If we are zooming in on the daily, and let me get the ribbon out of the way so it will be a little bit more clear, is that we have seen these falling wedges and then a breakout to the tops, and of course a falling wedge is a bullish pattern. We're going up, we are falling into falling wedge again, breaking out. Here the same, here we broke down. But if we would redraw the last falling wedge and we actually can create a very big falling wedge out of this pattern, then suddenly it looks much different. Let me do this real quick. Actually, this needs to be drawn a little bit more to the top to make it valid. Look at that, and then actually we are still creating this very big falling wedge, which actually would also break up to the upside. So that is the second pattern that I want to show you, and the target will be all the way here at the top as the 67,000. Now if we are going to break out, we have a long way to go before we're going to reach the target, because there are so many support and resistances that we need to break. If we are going to zoom out one more time on the weekly, I said in yesterday's video I want us to close this weekly on a green candle so that we can go back into the ribbons, and I will forgive Bitcoin what happened here, that we are closing weekly below. We just once had a fake out, but we need to close this weekly in there, if else I will become pretty bearish. If we are going to zoom in again, so this is the daily, let me get that ribbon out of the way again. If we're looking at the 4 hourly, then we had this bit of a dump yesterday on a key support that was at like 40.39 level. We jumped back out and now we are going up again. If I'm zooming in on the hourly, you see that we have quite the pump. Right now we are running into a little bit of a resistance. That is exactly this level. Now you can see on the small time frame, so again we are now on the hourly, that this has been support and resistance quite a while for the last few days. So if you're really day trading, then this is right now a level to watch. If we are going to break out, then I expect us actually to look for a little bit higher. That would be among this area right here where we had many support and resistance. So that will be between the 45 and 46 and a half thousand dollar mark. But I really want to see a clear breakout. The good thing that we're seeing right now is that this pump goes with a little bit more volume as we have seen in the past. So that looks pretty good. But let's see how long we can hold this. If we are going to test the support, maybe we're going down one more time, and if else, yeah, it would be nice to see a breakout, a retest, and then going higher. But again, that is still quite a lot. I mean, if we're looking at percentages, we're talking about now another 6, 7, 8%. So yeah, let's see how that turns out. Quickly head over to ETH. We also of course saw a bounce here. We yesterday draw this box and saw this is actually the complete support and resistance box that I want us to see us hold. So far we're doing it. We are bouncing out of the box. We are leaving the little bit of oversold territories here on the RSI, and we're going higher. If we're zooming in on the hourly, so again this is really the day trading setup. This white line could have been drawn. Didn't show yesterday. I actually saw it after recording yesterday that this is kind of being created. Then we had this sudden wick down, and then everything was also bought up. We created this wedge right here, and if we're taking then the top to the bottom and we are moving this all the way to the top, then actually your price target is the level where we are right now, and that then also right away coincides with the current support and resistance that we are facing. I mean, look at this tiny box right here. You see that we had multiple touch points. So actually the same for Bitcoin. We want to see this break to go higher. Then my next price target will be among the 3,480 or 3,500. I don't know if we're gonna make it right away because the volume here is not really impressive. Price action so far has been weak. To see a bounce and reversal in the charts, it is getting more and more due. I said it also yesterday. I think we crashed down now 40%. That's already quite a lot. And also if we look in the factor of time, we have seen that this was now 60 days, so approximately 2 months, and this dump here also has been around 2 months. So if we are kind of plotting it to what we have seen in the past, it is getting time for us now to really reverse. And on most time frames, most indicators saying that now we have really shaken out the markets and it's time to pump up again. Be careful because of course we can still get a wick down, and then we might get something like this. And actually I'm hoping for it, that let's say this bounce right here is this bounce, then we're going lower again. We thought, oh man, I thought we were really done, and we're going low, low, lower. Price action is getting tight, and suddenly, boom, you're getting a pump up. And with this pump up, everyone's saying, yeah, no worries, we're going to dump down again. We're going to dump down again. We go, oh no, this was it, and then you're kind of missing a big part. Now, guessing the bottom, of course, is very, very difficult, but if we are going back into the ribbons, especially for Bitcoin, and we're seeing a pump up for the next couple of days, then I am getting a little bit more bullish. I actually really want to see us cross this, at least holding this 3,200 level. That for me is important, that we have outside of this box and we moved out of this level. But 3,500 would actually be much more convincing, because then we had also left kind of these supports or resistances right now behind us, and then we'll flip into support. So that would be great. I might open up a few trades here and there. It still is the same game plan, and that is stick to the charts. Don't do anything crazy. Don't try to be a hero. Don't try to double your portfolio. Take your profits. Once you're in profit, 5%, 10%, 15% out. Just take those profits, because so far the trend is your friend until the end, and the trend is down. We are going down, so everything's going south. So again, this could be a pump that people are sold into. The exact bottom, the exact day, no one knows. Like I said, we are a little bit due for a recovery, but it could take a little bit longer. So stick to the charts until we have really broke a few of those resistance levels. That will be it for today. I will be on Twitter and Instagram with more content. The links are in the description, so feel free to follow me there. And then I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much. Bye bye.